What's up, tea peeps? How's it going? I'm actually on the video today to talk about my introduction to having bubble tea at Mecca Tea House. Um, a lot of you who know me know that I was very much resisting having it in the shop for a number of reasons. And largely that reason was to focus on traditional tea because I'm a big tea nerd and tea lover and connoisseur of fine loose leaf tea, and especially just Camellia sinensis on its own. Took me a while to actually start making tea blends, and I've made herbal blends and infusions for quite a while now, and I do love them, and I love herbal medicines and stuff. So I've done all of that for a long time now, but I was still didn't want to bring in bubble tea, and although a lot of people asked me, so eventually, I don't want to say I gave in. Maybe kind of. Okay, but let's go back a few years, like a bunch over 10 years ago. The first time I had boba bubble tea, the tapioca pearls, I wasn't a fan. Like I tasted them, like it's weird and chewy, and I don't know if it was the one that I had in particular, but I felt like I just had to like keep chewing it forever and ever, and it just wasn't an enjoyable experience. So it was my first impression many years ago that actually always had me put off by it. So that was number one. But then two, as time has gone on, and I've become a true tea lover, I've been seeing, when I would travel, a whole bunch of tea houses, and I'm looking on the map and I'm like, wow, a tea house, I'm so excited. And then I look and I'm like, oh, they're not focused on tea. This isn't about the tea experience, it's about the full mixed drink and milk tea and all this and different kinds of stuff. Whereas they do use tea in some of them. In other places, it's not really actually tea based either. It's fruit juice blends, and sometimes it's popping pearls, sometimes it's chewy pearls, or then other times it's tapioca. It just depends on the shop that you're going to, or some shops have like a bajillion things, which is pretty cool. So with a lot of them not being tea based, that also put me off. I'm like, well, I don't know why you would call something tea when it's not made with tea. And I've become more loose in my standards for tea, understanding that there's a lot of wild foraging culture that where people go and pick herbs and things from the woods, and they make an infusion, and people just call it teas. Everything's a tea. Okay, I'm medium. Okay. But when it's not an infusion that is based in leaves and things in hot water, I can't call it tea. I just can't. So that's what that's what took me some time, but finally last week, mid last week, I just decided to dive into bubble tea. So learned that it is it's based out of Taiwan, the tradition of this, and it's basically tapioca starch mixed with brown sugar, and that's what makes the lovely pearls, and you boil them and then they get all squishy, and then you put in more brown sugar and it's squishy and sweet. So that's great. And then there's a lot of different ways you can approach steeping the tea, and it's based on tea. Steeping the tea and milk, all alternative milk infusions, and then you mix it all together and ice, and it makes a lovely, delicious beverage. And I mean, it's more or less a latte that is an iced latte with tapioca pearls. So I do those here too, lattes. So my word on me making bubble tea here. When you order it, it will be tea based. Absolutely. It will be your tapioca pearls and I test every batch, make sure the pearls are nice and squish. My high standards are met, and they're always made with tea. It's tea based, alternative dairy. You pay extra for for cow's milk because we're alternative here. And yeah, so come try Mecca Tea's bubble tea because I make it with good tea. Bye.